好，还是吉祥老师，你方便帮我联络一下？
好。哎，主任来了。
主任来了。Miss Henwood，那主任有开镜头吗？打个招呼一下，谢谢主任。以晨。
对啊，你们都有在上面嘛？
好 ，OK， I'm very honored to tell you guys that we're thrilled to have you here. Very happy to have you here for today's meeting. And the chairman of academic office is also with us, but he's a little bit shy in using English, I guess, like a lot of Taiwanese do. So I'll just, I speak on behalf of our school staff and really welcome all of you to join us in today's meeting. Okay, Miss Henwood, I will leave the rest of the time for you to introduce Rosehill to us. Thank you.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Kiora, and welcome. My name is Mrs. Anne Henwood, and I'm the Director of International Students at Rosehill College. Rosehill College is a government high school in Auckland. We have students from the age of 13 to 18. We currently have 1,600 students at our school. This morning we have 4 students to talk to you, and they'll talk to you about their experience and share some things with you. Apologies, we should have had some more, but we've had some illnesses at school. I would like to first of all thank you so much for getting up early to be on class with us, because I know it's only 9 o'clock in the morning in Taiwan, and it's I appreciate that, because I know for our students it's hard for them to be online if they're studying from home at that time. We hope at some point in the future that you might be able to come and visit in New Zealand and experience what life is like in New Zealand. I have been to Taiwan a number of times and like Taiwan very much.
Thank you so much for introducing introduction to us. I'm sure that my staff or students would be glad to visit Rosehill College in the very soon future. We're talking about it actually, and we also hope that we have opportunities to enhance our partnership in the future.
Yeah, absolutely.
And our students will enjoy the exchanging opinions with us. Okay, so I'm going to start our class today, and thank you for joining us for the opening discussion. Thank you, Ms. Henwood.
No problem.
Okay. All right, guys, let's move on to our class. David, would you please share the slide with us, please?
Yep.
有出来吗？
Can you guys see the slides? Hello, can you guys see the slides?
Not yet.
Sure? Not yet. Hold on, give me a second.
Yes. 哎，又不见了。It's okay, David. I think I will share the slides now.
Okay.
Okay, how about now? Can you guys see it? Can you guys see it now?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Okay, let me give you guys a brief introduction for today's class. And First of all, I would like to thank Ms. Henwood and the chairman of our Academic Affairs Office who can join us for today's discussion. And first of all, I know some of you might not have heard of Taiwan. And the location of Taiwan, as you can see, is a small island located in the Pacific Ocean. And we are the neighbor of mainland China, South Korea, Japan, and Philippines. Okay, in our island, you can see we have various geographic landscapes. And also, I want to share with you why Taiwan is the best place for you to visit. Okay, on your right hand side is the peak. It's a highest peak. It's 2,300 meters peak. You can you can visit, and also you can enjoy ascend above the sea of clouds. Meanwhile, you can also enjoy the endless coastline in the ocean because we're in the middle of Pacific Ocean. Taiwan is also a democratic and progressive country. The first Asian country, as you can see on the left-hand side, the first Asian country that passed a law of the same sex age in 2019. And now we still proudly has a female president Tsai Ing-wen. Apart from that, we are proud and famous for our local Taiwanese cuisines and exotic food. Okay, and for today's members that join us, I can see on your left-hand side is the new friends coming from Rosehill College. Okay, can you wave your hands when I call your name? Megna. Hi. Jamie. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Aria. All right, and Josh. Is Josh with us now?
I don't think Josh is here today.
Okay, Selena. Okay, and David. Did I miss anybody that I didn't
don't think so.
call the name? All right. Okay, thank you. On your right-hand side, you can see these are the members of my class, and we are going to separate into 6 teams when later in our discussion. And now we have a little game called Would You Rather? 残酷二选一. Okay, there are 8 questions, and if you think you would go for the first answer, you raise your index finger, and if you think you're going for the second answer, please raise 2 fingers of your hands like this. Okay, now we are going to start our first question. Would you rather date your dream boy, girl, your dream person, or have a dream job? One or 2. Okay, thank you. For your first day in college, would you rather wear comfortable clothes or fashionable clothes? 1 or 2. Okay, thanks. And next, would you save a billionaire's life and win $1 billion, or save your drowning, the one you love? Okay. All right, next question. Would you rather date a superstar with very bad temper or a plain-looking person with perfect personality? 1 or 2. Okay, next. Would you rather be super rich or super smart? Okay, next. For your first date, would you rather watch a comedy or a horror movie? Okay, next. Would you rather have a talking dog or a flying cat as your pet? All right, next. Would you rather be able to read people's mind or be able to know the future? All right. Thank you. Thank you for all your valuable and interesting opinions. And now we're going to move on to our next part. And here we're going to talk about boys and girls differences. Before we start this, I have to tell you something, because when we are talking about this issue, I have to express something to start with. As for the topic, men and women are so different. I think my students would discuss about it with basic understanding and respect, that you know who you identify as yourself as. For most of my students, they are heterosexual. However, I would say that we discuss the issue in a generally understanding that whether you're a lesbian, gay, bisexual, and a transgender, we're talking in the concept that what do a person likes or dislikes about another person, okay? And in some specific points, sometimes. Because of the time limitation, I think sexual orientation or gender equality might not be the issue we can cover enough for today. But after this, in our group discussion, I hope we have little time to think about it. Okay, and that's it. I'm going to leave the precious time for my students, Yonglin and Yunqi. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Yunqi.
Hi, my name is Yonglin, and today our topic is differences between boys and girls, which means my team will show you some interesting and different thoughts between two sexes.
First of all, lipsticks. Most girls can tell similar color differences in lipsticks.
Well, most boys have difficulty telling the differences in the similar colors.
Second, when it's time to leave, most girls may need a long time for preparation before they go out.
But it takes only little time, like a few minutes or even seconds before the boys go out. And let's watch a movie.
Baby, what is the equivalent of flowers for guys? Like getting flowers, girls like getting flowers. What's the equivalent of that for a man?
Flowers are not acceptable.
Flowers are acceptable. Oh my god.
And I have a question for you. Do you think the boy telling the truth or a lie? For truth, raise one finger. For a lie, raise two fingers, please. Okay, thank you for your answers.
Third, when it's come to the closet, most girls have a lot of clothes, but they always think that there is still one shirt.
Most boys have only few basic styles in the closet, and they will think, oh, that's enough for me.
4. What happens when you send your message to your boyfriend or girlfriend, but you don't get immediate reply from them? Most girls will think a lot, or even too much. Some girls will start thinking whether there is any accident happening, or think that their boyfriend do not love them enough.
Most boys may just think, my girlfriends are busy today.
5. If girls and boys are cutting their hair in the salon, most girls have more requirements for hair styling.
On the other hand, most boys seem to have fewer requirements for the styling.
6. When buying sneakers or shoes, most girls have a large number of shoes, but the average price for their shoes is low.
Most boys, on the contrary, have only a small number of sneakers. but the price can be very high. Let's say if boys and girls all spend the same amount of money on the sneakers, they will get different pairs of sneakers. And let's watch a movie.
Yeah. Oh my God, take a look. Air Jordan 1, 10 grand? So cheap. So cheap. Let's go and buy it. Come on, so cheap. Oh my God, look at this t-shirt, limited edition. $400. It's mine. It's mine. Wait for me. Look at this lipstick. Oh, so cute. Wait a second, 100? I will.
Okay, that's an interesting fact. What do you think about it? Boys and girls are so different. I have some questions for you. Girls care about what? They don't care about what?
Is there anybody can answer the question? Or let me ask my classmate. 文琪，
哦哇，你在叫我吗？
对你那个
等我一下。Wait a minute，让我看一下。
Our first question is, girls care about what and they don't care about what?
抱歉，我手机有点卡，我看一下。
We can hear you, Wenxi. We can hear you.
Wait a minute. They care about the operation. Yeah, and don't care about spend how much time. 对，我们在意外表，但不在意花费的时间。
Okay, great. And can I ask my friend in New Zealand? Selena, can you answer the question?
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
Girls care about so from your presentation, basically I think it's like girls care about their looks. They don't really care about I don't really know. That's a good question. They don't really care about
What do you not care
I
about?
don't really know. Well, for me personally, I don't really care about like the clothes that I have. You know, like how some people are like designer brands, like Louis Vuitton and stuff like that. You know, I don't know. Like, yeah, they don't really care about. So just me, I don't really care about like designer stuff. And then boys love, they love video games, like playing video games. They don't really care about how they dress. Yeah, that's my answer.
Okay, thank you.
The last question. Boys about what? They don't care about what?
Is there anybody can answer the question? Or let me ask my classmate, Minzhi.
Hi. I think that boys like to wear comfortable clothes and they don't care too much about wearing fashion.
Okay, good. And can I ask my friend in New Zealand again? Jamie, can you answer the question about it?
I think not too sure.
Or you love what and you don't care, you spend something on it.
Boys love shoes and don't care about the price of it.
Yeah. And thank you for your answers.
Thank you all. Thanks so much for your wonderful answers. Let's move on to our next part. Okay, teacher, your
Okay,
turn.
great. Thanks. I love your presentations. You know, they're trying very hard to find the correct words for the sentence. And thank you for your efforts. Yeah, Big hands for you. And next, we're going to enter two different discussion rooms. Room 1 is for me, Teacher Jane, and team 1, 2, 3, right? And I need David to tell me who's gonna with me to in room 1. And I probably should put the link down below. And can you tell your friends, I mean, the students from Rosehill?
Okay. So I believe you guys have seen the message I sent you last night. Hold on, let me find it. So the first group, there'll be Ashley, Jamie, and Magna. You guys will be in the first group.
Welcome.
Oh,
Okay.
hold on. Sorry. Selena will be in the first group, and
Oh, yeah.
Magna will be the second group.
Great, great.
And so the second group will be Aria, Magna, and me.
Okay. Please enter the chat room, room 1 with me, and the room 2 with David. And thank you, Miss Henwood, for taking your time. And you feel free to leave if you have other things to do. And yeah, talk to you next time. Thank you so
No problem. Thank you. I'll just keep an eye on it, but thank you.
Okay, great. Okay. Room 1. Hi. I'm sorry, Selena, are you with me? And Jamie, Selena, you're in room 1, right? There is a link in the chat box there. So you can see, you can join us. And Selena, excuse me, I didn't hear very clearly, but we need more girls in our chat groups. I told David, and so we have you, right? And how about who else? Ashley, right?
I don't actually know how to join.
Oh, it's right. It's in the chat box, and you can see room 1 here. Let me send you a link again.
Oh, yes, please.
For Selena and Ashley, and who else is going to join me? Have you? What did David said? You and Ashley and who?
And Jamie.
Jamie. Okay, Jamie, can you see the link I sent you? Wait a second. I'm going to send you the link again. Room 1. You see that now, Jamie? Okay.好，浩文、嘉诚看一下那个镜头，还有弘毅、雨燕，麻烦你们。好，凯轩、子权、国章、嘉奎、红军，麻烦开一下哦。现在，谢谢。浩伦，等你还有崇伟，好，子权，赶快哦。All right, it's great to have you here to exchange different opinions and increase mutual understandings. Okay, and to
hello, Jen. Would you mind if you mute the mic on the main group so people can't hear you?
Yeah.
Because there'll be 2 meetings.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to our first group. And now we're going to move on to our next discussion. And I have received very, very valuable and interesting opinions from my classmates and the new friends from Rosehill College about the topics. Unfortunately, we didn't cover a lot about the food and local cuisines because we only have 10 minutes to discuss. So we cover a little bit about the same-sex marriage and LGBT in New Zealand and Taiwan, and sharing our opinions about what we admire about a person or what we dislike about the person's behavior or personality. And the next one I am going to introduce is a special project made by my student. It's a drone. It's an unmanned flying machine. 所以是无人机。开始准备了，俊化。Can you hear me? 俊化, are you there?
Hi.
Okay, you can prepare the slides for us. And as for computer science majors, like my students, some of their skill is to writing codes. And this year they are going to, they have a camp. The project is for them to assemble and also to operate the unmanned flying machine. And the unmanned flying machine in Taiwan recently have been applied in many daily life uses. And I believe my students will give you a clear presentation. Thank you. 博章可以开始喽。博章, are you there? 好，红军可以吗？红军开始。
Okay.
Oh.
Hi. My name is Gavin. This is PDP. PDP is your about table of content. Page 3.
Page 3.
About what is a drone. Page 4 to 5. What is terror? Page 6 and to 8. Terror and microbit. Page 9. Question and answer.
Okay, I have to interrupt you for a minute. I'm sorry, so sorry, Hongjun. You didn't turn on your camera. Are you sure you want to do that? 你不开那个摄像头吗
？Okay.
Okay, go, move on.
Huh?
继续。
Okay. What is a drone and how it works? A drone is an unmanned aircraft. Drones have two basic functions: flight mode and navigation. 怎么念？
对。
What is a terror? Terror is a camera drone. What is a terror? Those are hoverboards. What can terror do? Terror can fly and it can match microbits and to many sims. Microbit is a pocket-sized computer that introduces you to how software and hardware work together. It has an LED light display, buttons, sensors, and many input-output features that, while it is programmed, is interact with you and your world right away. Drones in Taiwan. Why are drones becoming more and more important? We use drones in academic study. We use drones for fun, taking pictures or making movies. We use drones to celebrate big events like Nation Days. Jump in Taiwan.
Jun 话没有声音。
原本就没声音。Q&A time. On what occasion do people in New Zealand use drums in their lives?
So
David Wei.
okay, I'll try to answer this question. So when I was in New Zealand, I'm in Taiwan right now. I only saw drone once, and that's from my host brother. So my homestay, like they use the drone to take a video and just like fly around. I think it's just for his habits, you know. But I don't know if like people use drones for like the National Day or something like Taiwan do. Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Thank you. And because of the time limit, I don't think we have much time left for the Q&A time. Do you guys mind? 你们会介意吗？少一题没关系吧？
It's okay.
Okay. And let's move on to David's reports. Your presentation is on transportation in New Zealand, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Go on, please.
Okay. Let me try to share the screen.
In terms of the transportation in Taiwan, we're a very populated island. So you see a lot of scooters in Taiwan and bicycles. Students use bicycles a lot, and then they go to school when they turn 18. Most of my students would have a license and they would ride scooters when they were the 13th graders. Yeah, so I'm also very curious about the transportations that you guys would use in New Zealand.
Yes. Are you guys able to see my presentation?
Yes, very clear.
Okay. Can I please have Aria to talk about the first transportation we use in New Zealand? Okay. It seems that Aria's computer died. So can we please have Selena to talk about cars?
So basically in New Zealand we use mainly cars as the mode of transportation because everything's like really spaced out, like shops are far away, and you can like get your license once you're 16, which is basically you need to pass like some questions about driving, but you can't drive by yourself first. You need to like drive with like your parents or someone that has their fulls for like 2 years, and then once you're 17, I believe, you can get your restricted where you can drive by yourself. Yeah, that's cars in New Zealand.
Yes, and in New Zealand, like places like we have a lot of rural areas, so we are not like a city everywhere. So it's pretty far away from one place to another. So like the ideal transportation for us is car because it's more convenient to drive cars to a further place. Yes. And the next slide, we'll be talking about biking. So I will talk about biking. Yes. So in New Zealand, because as I mentioned, we have a lot of rural areas. So on the weekend, people like to go on a bike with families and friends. And like the government also decides the traffic lines for cycling. So there'll be a specific lane for the cyclists to ride their bike. Yes. Chen, do people like ride their bikes a lot in Taiwan?
Yes, we actually you see a lot of bikers, but if you're talking about sports activity like biking, I believe there are certain kinds of groups they enjoy biking a lot, like in Salmon Lake. 日月潭 is a beautiful lake in Taiwan, and you can ride a bike around the lake, enjoy the beautiful view of the mountain or the lake. And we also have some, the track for bikers to ride on. But in the city, unfortunately, it's too crowded. We don't have a specific line for bikers. It's kind of dangerous. You see scooters and bikers, they mix together, and it's kind of crowded and then dangerous. Okay.
Okay, so next one will be public transportation. So Meghna, can you talk about public transportation, please?
So like the three things about Auckland transportation is that sometimes the trains or the buses can be late. It can also be very expensive, and children under 13 get to ride for free on the weekends.
Yes. Wait, is it age 13? Like, I think it might be wrong because last time Ariel told us.
Yeah, it was children under 13 get go on the bus and trains free, and the tickets aren't actually that expensive. And for people who travel often on buses and trains, use AT hot cards, which allow them to just swipe it and get on the bus and train.
Yes. How's the transportation, public transportation in Taiwan?
We use a lot of buses actually, but in recent years, I realized that people like to ride their own scooters or drive their cars. So we often see in Zhanghua, where the city that we located here, and the buses pass by us empty. There's no passenger in it because during the daytime, people will ride their scooters. It's more convenient than waiting for a bus. Yeah. But in urban areas, I do believe people take buses or trains or MRT.
Interesting. Okay, I think that's the presentation for our transportation.
Great, and Yuyan, it's your turn. And now next one, we're going to introduce is the youngest gold medal winner in our department. And his specialty, like the rest of the students, is computer science. So he's going to share his experience, why he will become a computer science major, and how he won the medal. It's a story he's going to share with, not trying to show off or something. It's actually a very difficult training for students like him. Yeah, you can start your slides and your presentation now, please.
Okay. And I'm going to say how did I become a gold medal winner in business software design competition in Taiwan 2022. And on your left-hand side is my picture, and this is the gold medal. Okay, this is a photo of my teachers and friends who helped me a lot. Okay, the competition falls into 4 parts. And the details of the competition is so boring, so I will just tell a little. Okay. And the first part is data analysis and the presentation design. And the second part is system analysis and database design. And by the way, what is database? Database is just a place to store data. For example, why can't you log into your Google account with a wrong password? It's because the data of your account, such as your passwords, your names, and so on, are all stored in the database in Google Company server. Okay, and the third part is software design. And are there so many examples of computer software? Yeah, there is many, like Chrome, Office, Skype, or even League of Legends. Okay, and the last part is app design. And there are also many examples like YouTube, Instagram, or Snapchat. Okay, and how do I prepare for this competition? That's easy. Practice makes perfect. I stay 4 more hours after school almost every day to practice my coding skills. I would practice my coding ability by writing business software and other phone apps like minigames. On your right-hand side is my work. Goban, in Chinese, we call it 五子棋. It's one kind of cheese game. Okay. And in the end is Q&A. And the first is any question to ask me. And the second question is, what kind of app do you use and why do you like them? Okay. Anyone want to answer this question?
For elders like me, I use FB a lot. So what do teenagers use a lot? Okay, you can ask them.
What do we use a lot? You mean what apps do we use a lot? I use social medias a lot because I get to talk to my friends, my family, even if they're not like around me. Yes. And does anyone Rosehill wanna ask him a question?
No? Okay. One question I'm curious about. What do you guys use a lot? If you use, I mean, the friends from Rosehill, do you use Snapchat? If you use Snapchat, raise your fingers. Snapchat. Just one? Okay, 2. Okay, great. My students also have Snapchat. You can leave your contact message later. How about Instagram? Do you use Instagram? If you do, raise your hand. Good. Okay, good. Yeah. And then you can talk after class. Yeah. They also have Instagrams. Great. Okay. Let's move on to the next report. Okay. How about the festivals in New Zealand?
Festivals in New Zealand.
We would like to hear different festivals. You know, we'll just pass the Dragon Boat Festival. Have you heard about that? Dragon Boat Festival in Taiwan, we row the boat in the river, and also we have rice dumplings here. So this is a big festival for us. And now I think David is going to introduce the festivals in New Zealand.
Yes. Are you guys able to see the slides? Okay, so the festivals in New Zealand, the first one we are talking about is Waitangi Day. And can we please have Ashley to talk about the origin of the National Day?
So Waitangi Day is on the February the 6th. It is the anniversary of the signing of the Treaty of Waitangi in 1840. It is considered the country's national day. Commemorations are centered on Waitangi Day, but are held throughout the country. Public celebrations include Maori ceremonies, as well as sporting events, music, and parades. Thank you.
Yes. So next, this is what do people do in Waitangi Day? So can we please have Aria to talk about what people do in Waitangi Day?
Waitangi Day is on the 6th of February. As Ashley said, people of all communities and backgrounds will usually gather together at Waitangi Day to commemorate the first signing of the New Zealand's founding document.
Yeah,
Not even
I think-
Te Tiriti o Waitangi. It's Māori, not English.
Girl.
The Treaty of Waitangi was signed 6th of February, 1840.
Yeah.
And people do like different events. Like in one of the photos, there are long boats. They're called waka, and people will get into teams and race in the boats.
Yeah. People in Taiwan do that too. In Dragon Ball Day, and yeah, maybe we can have a
competition.
a race. You know, like
It's very similar.
yeah, it's very similar. Okay, so the next we'll talk about Matariki, and that's Maori New Year. And can we please have Jamie to talk about the Maori New Year?
So, Matariki is a star cluster that appears in the early morning sky in New Zealand during the midwinter months. The star cluster is well known throughout the world and at different times of the year can be seen around the globe. It is one of the brightest clusters in the sky, containing hundreds of member stars. The rise of Matariki signals the Lunar New Year. It is a time to acknowledge the year past, celebrate the present, and plan and prepare for the year ahead. The children of the Earth Mother, Papa Tuanuku, and Skyfather Rangi Nui were divided over whether to separate them and bring light and life to the earth. Eventually, Tane Mahuta, the god of the forest, laid on his back and used his feet to force them apart.
Yeah, so that's the story of the Matariki. Yeah, thank you, Jamie. And so the last one, what do people do in Matariki? Can we please have Magna to talk about this?
So this year Matariki is on the 24th of June, which is next week Friday. However, these dates change each year. Matariki is, as said, is known as the Maori New Year, and it's time for the celebration of growth and renewal. It's a time where the family gathers together and celebrates to remember people who have died and share food, tell stories, sing, and play music.
Yeah. Like, do you guys see the photo of like people blowing a shout? Like, does it actually make this sound?
Conch shell?
Yeah, the one.
No. It does.
Oh,
Because they drill a hole at the top, so then like the airway, and then it makes sound because it constricts it.
哦 ，OK，所以说，这个贝壳它可以吹出这个声音，非常的酷。Yes.
Wow, sounds awesome.
Yeah, and I think that's the presentation we have. Thank you,
Okay.
Magna. Thank you, Ashley.
It's always pleasant to, thank you all for your interesting presentation that we understand more culture in New Zealand, right? When it comes to festival, people always celebrate the festival with happy, joyful, mood, and the air is filled with relaxed atmosphere. And so, well, since you have introduced the festivals in New Zealand, the next we're going to introduce us, our favorite food in Taiwan. Have you ever tried instant noodles? If you do, raise your hand. Instant noodles. Okay. 有吃过的请举手. All right. Okay. So now my students are going to introduce you the favorite instant noodles, their favorite instant noodles in Taiwan. 钟颖，请试试看，谢谢。钟颖 and 凯轩。
好，老师，我现在分享吗
Yeah. Okay. 取消一下。你的镜头上是看到，就是明志帮我就是盯选那个凯轩的画面，谢谢。你是主办人。好，凯轩有开镜头吗？帮我盯选他，然后还有钟颖，谢谢。
Hi there, I'm Benson. Now I'm here to unbox the most delicious bacon snack, aka the yummiest instant noodles in Taiwan, 维力炸酱面。Let's take a look at the packaging design. There are 3 kinds of packaging design in Taiwan. Okay, then I will show you how to make the most tasty noodles step by step. Step 1. Open the package. Step 2. Add the seasoning powder packet and water to the instant noodles. Step 3. Cover it with something and wait for 3 minutes. Step 4. After 3 minutes, pour instant noodles soup into another bowl. Step 5. Pour the sauce back into the dry noodles and mix them. Step 6. Enjoy eating. Okay.
Can you see Kai Shen? Do you guys, can you see Kai Shen?
I can see. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. If you think the noodles are too dry, you can also pour some soup into the noodles. This is the website about ready noodles series. If you are interested, you can go in and take a look. Thank you for watching.
So much. Thank you. I enjoy instant noodles a lot, and make sure that one day if you visit Taiwan, you gotta try. They are the best instant noodles in the world. Perhaps. Okay. And next one is our last reporter. It's Ziquan, and he's going to report another special cuisine in Taiwan. Just as I mentioned in the room 2 in our discussion, my classmates, my students, when it comes to the food they're sharing, they are actually sharing their childhood memories or a kind of nostalgia feelings in their own words. Okay, Ziquan, are you ready?
Yes, I am. Give me a second.
Okay. 丁选子权哦，明智。
Can you see the slide?
Yes.
Okay, so hello everybody. My name is Chen, and today we're going to unboxing the traditional desserts in Taiwan. We are going to introduce soup and dessert. The first one is milk peanut soup. It's called 牛奶花生 in Chinese. The ingredient is on the slide. Milk peanut soup. Taiwan's traditional dessert soup is a cheap dessert that many Taiwanese love, loved by many older people and children because the peanuts are soft and cooked. Also, it's very convenient to eat. It's a pretty good midnight snack. And this is a video footage. So actually, it's very tasty, and I'm sure you will love the flavor. The next one is mixed congee. It's called 八宝粥 in Chinese. The ingredients on the slide, as you can see. Mixed congee. Mixed congee is a very nutritious dessert. It's often used in religion events like worshipping the gods. It tastes sweet, but the texture of it is kind of slimy and sticky. I'm sure some of you might like it, while others may not enjoy it. After all, it's a special local snack. So this is the video footage. Wow, I know it probably does not look very appetizing, but you can definitely give it a try. And it's question time. Is there any special canned food in your country? Can anybody answer this question?
Amy, help.
This is just me.
Okay, okay.
For me, not a lot of people agree on it, but smoked tuna in can is really good. At least for me. Most people in this country think so too. And
Yeah,
also
same
the
here,
mixed
same
congee reminds me of natto, the Japanese fermented soybeans.
Okay, so next question. Do you recommend any snack in your country?
Do you guys have any recommendation? Give me a second.
I think when the students come, they love to have hot chips from the canteen, the school canteen, the hot chips as a snack.
Oh, I see.
Okay. I see.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks. And yeah, we're so glad that you're with us until the last moment. And the last one is from Haolun. He's an interesting student in this class, and he said he want to show you a very interesting language exchange game. Okay, and Haolun is gonna show you how to practice Chinese in a very quick way. Okay, you want to try the Chinese tongue twister with him? Haolun, go please.
Okay. Hey, my name is Harlan, and I want to introduction a little game, Chinese tongue twister. And first, in Chinese, it means you eat grapes, but you don't spit out the grape skins. When you do not eat grapes, you spit out the grape skin. And who want to try it? And okay, no one. And David, can you try it?
Should I say it in Chinese or should I say it in?
Yeah, in Chinese.
Okay. 吃葡萄不吐葡萄皮，不吃葡萄倒吐葡萄皮。
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice. Okay. And next one. 化肥会挥发 fertilizers will evaporate. And 俊化，你可以帮我们试一下。
看一下哦，化肥会挥发。
Nice. Good job. Okay, and thank you everybody.
That's it. Thank you very much. Okay. Actually, I want to hear Jamie try. 吃葡萄不吐葡萄皮. Jamie, would you like to try it? Jamie Parsons, Mr. Parsons, do you want to try?
Try.
Go for
what
the
was
first
it? Sorry.
Yeah, Helen, go for the first one.
Oh, what was it? Sorry.
吃葡萄不吐葡萄皮.
Do I say it in
Chinese, please. 吃
Oh.
葡萄.
Sorry, how does it go? 吃
葡萄.
吃葡萄.
不吐. 不吐.
不吐
葡萄皮.
葡萄皮.
不吃葡萄. 不吃
不吃
葡萄.
不吃葡萄.
倒吐葡萄皮. 倒吐.
I'm not too sure.
倒吐.
Sorry, what was it?
倒吐.
倒吐
葡萄皮.
葡萄皮.
Great job. This is really not easy, actually. You got a talent to learn Chinese very well. Okay. Because Harlan is prepared this game for you guys. I think he's too shy to ask your names, call your name. I think Jamie did a great job. Thank you. And then thank you all for giving us a wonderful time today. And we're going to leave our feedback in Jamboard. We have already set the Jamboard for you guys. I think David can help the students from Rosehill to find the Jamboard, right, David?
Yes.
Okay, please. We're going to leave our feedback right here. As the first page, you can see it's the school of SIVS, our school here, and students have already left their IG and Snapchat. You can contact with each other and have a further discussion on whether gender equality or other things that you're interested in. And the second page is the it's a picture of soccer ball in Rosehill. Please leave your comments and your thoughts about today's class right now. Can you see that? Okay. 好，同学们，请到那个就是白板那边去，然后留下你们的就是发言，好不好？就是在第一页的地方先贴一些。那我可能要拜托你们，就是可能要快一点，因为小齐老师在等你们，这样好吗？好，那这个部分我有请老师帮忙，然后我跟他借课，大概就是15分钟到25分钟都可以。所以请你们现在先去白板那边留言。Please leave your valuable afterthoughts for today's class right now, and we're going to play a song for you, and I hope next time we still have opportunities to share, exchange our valuable experiences.
Does this work like Jamboard? Can you edit it? If the page is too full, you can put your sticker on the next page. You don't have to put it on the first page. You can change it. Yes. Jen, I think the students from Rosehill, they have to return to the class soon.
Yes, I think so. We are going to finish this program in 2 minutes, okay? Thank you all. As for the Rosehill, the members from Rosehill, we are really happy to have you here for our class, the whole process. Well, I also enjoyed every moment with you all, and it's an honor to get to know you. And we do sincerely hope that if we have opportunity, you can visit Taiwan, or we can visit Rosehill in the very soon future. Yeah, okay. And you are free to leave if you have finished leaving your message and your feedback on the Jam board.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Thank you. So nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Have a good day.